Speaker John Boehner and Governor Ed Rendell.
I want to take a quick moment just to say a few remarks to all of you. This has been a fantastic week for the HIMSS staff anyway, and I hope it has been for you as well. We've done a lot of things this week, had a lot of fun, got a little wet last night, but I hope it was good for you and that you've had a rewarding, educational, and entertaining week. So my appreciation for all of you being here. So let's move on and talk with these gentlemen and see what's going on in the world of politics and current events. But let's start out in healthcare. And let's kind of go back in time a little bit. 2000, we were talking backstage, 2009, 10, discussion around Accountable Care Act. From both
the Affordable Care Act.
Affordable.
It wasn't
It's a lot easier to call it Obamacare. Everybody knows what it is.
Affordable Care Act. What did the Democrats?
What they did wrong was trying to force people into a system that some people just didn't want to belong to. And then in terms of how they legislated it, they made the fatal mistake of shoving it through on a one-party vote. Big things in America that are lasting happen on a bipartisan basis. And so those were the pluses and minuses of what happened. And I'm sure we'll have a chance to talk more this morning about where we're going from here.
Yeah, I thought there were two goals, and that was to increase accessibility and affordability. And I think we certainly succeeded in the first instance. Before Obamacare, there were 48 million Americans without health care coverage. There are now 28 million Americans without health care coverage. That's 20 million people. That's an enormous amount of people to get additional coverage. We're down to 8.9% uninsured in our population, the lowest we've ever been. So I think they succeeded in that regard. Where they failed, I mean, I'm leaving aside the computer glitches and things like that. Where they failed was on the affordability side of the equation. There wasn't enough emphasis and mandates for cost cutting that there should have been. It didn't include some of the technological advances. I mean, for example, we're here to people who use the information system to do things like telehealth. I'm the president of the board of Jefferson University Health System, and we use telehealth throughout the state of Pennsylvania, particularly useful for small counties. Many small counties in Pennsylvania have lost their...
Except maybe in Illinois where it's pensions. But anyway, that's a different story. Is it good policy? Is it the ticking time bomb for state budgets because the feds will change the rules downstream and make the states pick up more than this first offer?
Well,
what's your views on that?
That's the problem. Medicaid, before the ACA, there was a formula, but basically it was 50-50. The states paid half, the federal government paid half. That varied state from state. But under the ACA, for the first 3 years, the states paid nothing. And then for the succeeding 5 or 6 or 7 years, it was a 90-10 ratio. So it was a no-brainer for the states. The only governors who didn't take it were governors who wanted to make a political statement. But a lot of governors did, and a lot of good Republican governors took the expansion. The problem is, when that time runs out, or actually in the bill that Speaker Ryan's working on, they roll that back to the old formula of 50-50. And it's going to hit the states extraordinarily hard.
My staff lied to me for the next 8 months. Oh, it's getting better, it's getting better. It never got better. But I won the race. Because I turned out voters that they didn't think would ever show up and vote in the Republican primary. And when you look at what happened, Trump's people showed up in greater numbers than Hillary's people showed up. And that's why it was, simple as that.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. But first of all, interestingly, the national polls weren't very wrong. Almost every national poll the Monday before the election had Secretary Clinton winning by 3 or 4 points. We were ahead by 12 points in Pennsylvania. I said, Pennsylvania is not a given. There's a hidden Trump vote out there. People don't always tell pollsters the truth. We had a mayor in Philadelphia in the 70s by the name of Frank Rizzo. He was a former police commissioner, and he offended everybody, except ordinary people loved him. And when the pollsters called, they were afraid to admit they were voting for Frank Rizzo. Frank Rizzo polled on election day, he did 5 points better than any poll in all the elections he ran in. And I said the same effect is going to be there for Trump. And then you had variables happen, and there are variables in every election. Number one, what FBI Director Comey did 11 days out was a huge.
There's exactly one Democrat in the entire country that Donald Trump could beat. And that was Hillary Clinton. And Hillary Clinton could only beat one Republican, possibly, Donald Trump. My God, we have 330 million Americans. How in the hell do we get ourselves in this spot? We've been around the block a few times in the political world, and but all the norms are gone. All the bedrock principles of running campaigns and what you do, what you don't do, is all thrown out the window. And so we're in for a pretty raucous ride. You know, I expect the Trump presidency is going to look a lot like the Trump campaign. Sometimes divisive, sometimes incoherent, sometimes disrespectful, but also sometimes effective. And I don't know why anybody would think that if you've watched his campaign for the last 12 months, well, why his presidency of the next 12 months is going to be much different. It's not. Vice President Biden and I were at University of Notre Dame last May. They gave us the Latari Medal, the biggest honor they give. And they gave it to the president, myself, the vice president, myself. And so I was at the commencement, and I told the students, I said, you know, Latari is a Latin word. In English, it means rejoice. Exactly what I've done every single day since I left.
Well, let me tell you, in terms of what's going to
call it repeal and replace, because that's not what's going to happen. They're basically going to fix the flaws and put a more conservative box around it. They're going to do some tax reform. We'll see how much reform gets done, but there's going to be a big tax reform. But the signature item, if I had to throw a dart today, immigration reform. A big bipartisan immigration reform bill that we've worked on for years on the Hill. It's ready to go. Broadly bipartisan. We've got a huge problem because our system doesn't work. Years in the jail cell was long enough. I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed it a lot. I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd ever do anything like it. I have 11 brothers and sisters. My dad owned a bar. And like a lot of you, I worked my way through school and I found myself in a small business that I bought and grew it into a successful business. And along the way, I got involved in my neighborhood homeowners association and ended up as Speaker of the House. This too could happen to you.
I think homeowners association boards probably are a little tougher than even the Congress.
I think you're right.
Governor, any regrets in terms of really a very long and illustrious career?
There are things that we didn't get done that I regret that we didn't get done. But I think we got done a great deal of things. And one of the questions, he sent us the questions he was going to ask. Although he hasn't asked us one question that he sent us. One of the questions he sent us.
One of our friends has questions very closely.
One of the questions was, what are the things that you're most proud of in your political career? And I remember when I became governor, President Bush was against raising the federal minimum wage. So I knew we had to raise it in Pennsylvania. And we raised it. I had a Republican House, Republican Senate, but we raised it $2 from $5.15 to $7.15. 70% of minimum wage workers were single moms with children. And that's over the course of a year, a $4,000 raise. Now, a $4,000 raise doesn't make a whole lot of difference in the outcomes in our
closing keynote session featuring two successful entrepreneurs from ABC's Emmy Award-winning series Shark Tank, cybersecurity expert Robert Herjavec and innovation investor Kevin O'Leary. This concludes the session.